Hi there, Diane from Pixiebell here. Today I want to explain a little bit about how to make the double brim cuff on my new pattern, Delphine. This hat is made all in one piece, very simply. There are no purls in this pattern, so if you don't like to purl, this is the pattern for you. It's knit in the round and it makes this double thick brim, so it's double the layers. It's really nice and thick. It'd be great for a really cold temperature place like Chicago or up in Canada, someplace like that, where you can cover your ear. This is a whole 4 inches right here, so it'll cover your ear. And it's really simple. In this video, I want to explain how to fold this brim over and tack it together before you continue the rest of the hat. I've knit quite a few this weekend because they're just so fun to make. This one is in Lion Brand, Woolies Thick and Quick. This is Astroland, and this one is the same brand. They're all the same brand. This one is in Abalone, and this one's my favorite. That one's Coney Island. And then this one, I believe, is Obsidian. And then this one is in Wild Strawberry. Let me bring that first one back, though, because that one's the easiest to see, I think. So, this is the sample that I'm working on right now. And basically what you're doing with this brim is that you're knitting a section that is twice as long as you actually want the brim to be, because you're going to fold it over. So you start your project, and I'll do this technique in another video. You start your project with a provisional cast-on, provisional crochet cast-on that you crochet onto your needle, and then you knit all the way up to where it's time to fold it over. And you'll just fold it up like so, sort of. And what you want to do is to find that beginning, or actually it was the end of your provisional cast on. This was the beginning, this is your end. You know, because when you finish your cast on, you're going to cast on an extra, chain an extra 3 or 4 stitches so that you'll know which is the beginning and which is the end. So I've loosened this already, so I'm just going to, now I just tightened it. You're going to undo these stitches to come down to the live stitch. Now each one of these little, you can see the little blue humps in between, each one of those is a live stitch, just like your live stitches right here, except for these are on yarn and this is on a knitting needle. Now you can take another circular knitting needle and pick each one of these stitches up, and then you would butt these up next to each other and knit one from this one and knit one from that one together to do this same technique. But I didn't happen to have another needle handy when I was making this, so I'll show you what I did. Actually, I think it's easier. So you're going to take this first stitch right here, and you're going to pull off that scrap yarn, and you're going to take this stitch right here, and you're going to put it on your right needle, and you will knit that stitch you just put on plus the next stitch on your working yarn, or it's actually your first stitch on your working needle. So knit those two together. And then you'll do the same thing with the next stitch. You take that stitch, pull it off that scrap yarn, put it on your needle, and knit these 2 stitches together. And you'll just keep going all the way around, doing the whole provisional cast on. You'll pop one off, put it on your needle, knit those 2 together. And once you get all the way around, so you can start, I guess it's not so easy to see on this, but you can see here that it makes this ridge on the inside where the knit 2 comes from. So you just keep going around. Pop off a stitch, put the stitch on your needle, knit those 2 together, and once you get all the way around, you've created a cuff. You're back down to 1 row of stitches, not double stitches, and then you just continue the rest of your hat all the way up. I hope that helps.